Hey guys, Mr. Dr. Sir here. Hope you guys are doing well, staying COVID free. If you saw my email on Friday, I may not be COVID free. I had to go get tested on Friday morning. I was exposed to somebody who tested positive for coronavirus, so my wife and I and my baby have been tested for coronavirus. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we're not sick. But my wife seemed a little bit symptomatic with something the end of last week. So hopefully we're all right. If not, I guess we're in quarantine anyway, right? Um, but everything's good so far as I know on this end. I hope you guys are doing well too. I hope you guys had an opportunity to go by for the drive-by for Marlene and Sophia. I believe they'll both be gone by sometime later in the day on Monday. So sad to see them go. Glad they had the opportunity to be here. It sounds like they had a good time getting to know you guys and with the opportunity they had. So glad for that. Glad they get to go home and see their families. But again, kind of sad that we're not going to get to see them. But then again, we're not going to get to see each other until the fall anyway, right? Probably, unless I run into you guys at some point in the summer. Um, anyway, so this week in Practicum, we're going to be moving on from Google Sheets. I'm proud of you guys for those of you that have done good work on that, showing that you know how to use those basic functions, sorting functions, making graphs on there. Glad to see you guys turning in good work on that. But we're going to move on to learning a new tool, which is Adobe Spark, which is a really cool and simple tool for making graphics, infographics, videos, slideshow presentations, a whole bunch of things you can do on there pretty quick and easy. It's pretty straightforward and intuitive. In fact, most of you guys would probably be able to figure out how to use it without really needing the tutorials. But anyway, in the assignment, there's also a link to a number of tutorials. Now, I didn't make these tutorials. They're ones that other people have put on YouTube, and they're honestly higher quality and better than I could have done on it. Adobe Spark is a newer program, so there's actually a lot more newer relevant videos that people have done for tutorials out there. You can thank Miss Marina for these tutorials because she did me the favor of going and finding those for me. So you can thank her for not having to sit through my boring voice going through how to use Adobe Spark. But anyway, so this week you're going to be doing a video presentation on there for me. And before you jump out of your seat upset about that, basically there's some minimum requirements for what I need from you on that, and that's in the assignment. And this week you can do that. You can do your presentation on whatever subject you want. It doesn't have to be a school subject. It could be a how-to. It could be a DIY. It could be just simply talking about, I don't know, your favorite musical artist and showing, talking about their bio. It doesn't really matter to me. Just something that you're interested in or that you think would make an interesting presentation on there, and make a presentation, a video presentation that meets those requirements. If you want to go above and beyond those requirements, I'd love to see what you're capable of creatively. But the requirements are in there. It's pretty straightforward. I just want to make sure that you guys know how to use the tool, because in the coming weeks, you're going to be using it to create cool creative things, not necessarily just videos. Hopefully you'll be making at least one more video, but creating evidence of learning using Adobe Spark and the different options that are on there. As far as Spanish goes, just check the email and it'll let you know what you should be working on in Unit 8. At this point, if you haven't started Unit 8, then you're behind and seriously going to be doing a lot of work to try to get done with Unit 8 by the end of the semester. You should be finishing, you should be finishing Lesson 2 and on to Lesson 3 this week. There's a little bit of a time buffer in there with where I had kind of lined up on the pacing calendar, but all that aside, if you're not in Unit 8 yet, you need to be getting to Unit 8. As far as class goes moving forward in the semester, right now what's on the radar is just Adobe Spark. Learning how to use it, how to create cool different things on there, and then applying that to showing evidence from other classes. But again, that's not this week. We're going to be moving into that as we start getting comfortable using the tool. So for this week, check the assignment, watch the tutorials if need be, and I'll be looking for those assignments for this week to be turned in by Sunday night. You have the weekend to get this assignment into me, and then throughout this week, you'll this weekend to beginning of next week, you'll be hearing more about what's going on with requirements for how that's integrating into other classes. Progress reports did not go out. I didn't have anything new and graded to put on there. This week I'll be sending you guys notices of what I'm missing from you if I have questions on things, and I'll be getting to finishing up and actually giving grades on the things that I don't have grades in for yet. I was hoping to get that done before the end of the weekend, but it's probably not going to get done until sometime later in this week. Anyway, be looking for those. If you look on Skyward or Google Classroom and you believe you turned something in and you have a 0 on there for not turning it in, or you don't have a grade yet and you're wondering when you're going to get that grade, go ahead and email me or shoot me a message on the comments on Google Classroom and let me know. If you have questions on any assignments that you haven't completed yet, send me an email. Again, post a comment directly on that assignment on Google Classroom and I'll get back to you, all right? Hope you guys have a great week. Hope you had some sort of a restful weekend, since we're kind of, basically on perpetual weekend with work. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad to see the amount of work that I've seen coming in from you guys. Please remember that all of your classes matter for your GPA. So if you're choosing not to do all your English work because you don't like that and you'd rather turn in my work, or vice versa, just remember you need to get your work in for all your classes and you need to try to get in on time. Late work is going to be late work from here on out for the remainder of the semester for me. So I need you guys to be communicating with me if there's something that's come up that's keeping you from being able to do it on time, to talk about giving you extensions on those things. But starting this week, late work is late work. And I need you guys to be getting your work into me on time. Even those of you who have been doing it for me and doing it on time, please continue to do that. Good work, continue to do it. And for those of you who have outstanding stuff, please get it into me. All right. Again, I hope you guys had a great weekend and I'm looking forward to a great week.